If you've been seeing headlines about Terafab, you're not alone. It sounds massive, futuristic, and a little hard to believe. That's because it is. But unlike a lot of internet rumors, Terafab has now been covered by major outlets, which means it's time to understand what it actually is, what it's trying to do, and what's still uncertain. The simple definition: Terafab is a proposed large-scale semiconductor manufacturing initiative being pursued by Elon Musk, with reported involvement from Intel. The goal? Build a massive, vertically integrated system to produce AI chips at scale. For Tesla, SpaceX, xAI, why Terafab exists. To understand Terafab, you have to understand one thing. The world is running out of AI compute capacity. Every major system Musk is building depends on it. Self-driving cars, humanoid robots, Optimus, satellite networks, AI models, and infrastructure. All of these require huge numbers of specialized chips, and right now, the supply is tight, controlled by a small number of companies. The big idea: vertical integration. Most companies today design chips, then rely on manufacturers like TSMC or Samsung to produce them. Terafab flips that model. The goal is to control the entire pipeline: chip design, fabrication, manufacturing, packaging, deployment, all in one ecosystem. This is called vertical integration, and it's a classic Elon Musk strategy. Why Intel is involved? The reported involvement of Intel is a key piece of the puzzle. Intel brings decades of semiconductor manufacturing expertise, existing fabrication infrastructure, a push to grow its foundry business. Musk brings massive demand for chips, willingness to invest billions, a long-term, aggressive vision. Together, that creates a plausible but still very ambitious path forward. How big is Terafab supposed to be? The numbers being discussed are enormous. Estimated cost: $20 to $25 billion. Potential location: Austin, Texas, near Tesla operations. Production: tens or hundreds of millions of AI chips annually. Some claims even reference terawatt scale compute, which is more of a conceptual way to describe massive computing capacity, not a standard industry metric. What it would actually produce? The focus appears to be on two main categories: AI inference chips for Tesla vehicles, for Optimus robots, for real-time decision-making; custom compute chips for training AI models, potentially for space-based or distributed systems. In other words, not generic chips, highly specialized AI hardware. What makes this so difficult? Here's the part most people underestimate. Building a semiconductor fab is one of the hardest things humans do. Even companies like TSMC, Samsung, Intel struggle with cost overruns, delays, yield issues, getting chips to work reliably. Now imagine a new megafab trying to compete at scale. That's why many analysts describe Terafab as ambitious, high risk, or even possibly unattainable. What is still unknown? Even with credible reporting, major questions remain. Is the full funding secured? What is Intel's exact role? When would construction begin? Can timelines like 2027 actually be met? How will it compete with existing leaders? Right now, many of the numbers being discussed are targets, not guarantees. Why this could be a huge deal? If Terafab succeeds, it would be a major shift in the tech world. It would mean a major AI consumer becoming a chip producer, reduced reliance on external suppliers, a new model for scaling AI infrastructure. In simple terms, it could change who controls the future of computing. The Musk pattern. This fits a familiar pattern with Elon Musk. Start with a bold idea. Talk about it publicly early. Attract partners and attention. Iterate toward reality. Sometimes it works spectacularly, SpaceX. Sometimes it takes far longer than expected, full self-driving. Terafab is currently somewhere near step 2 to 3. Simple bottom line: Terafab is real, it is early stage and still evolving. It is one of the most ambitious semiconductor ideas in years. Final thought. The real question isn't, is Terafab happening? It's, can something this ambitious actually be built? And on what timeline? Because if the answer is yes, it won't just be a factory. It will be a turning point in how the world builds and powers AI.